welcome to a new episode. And do we have something
We
hot?
got a Juicy Lucy episode over here, girl.
Can't wait to get into this.
So, we are talking about wifey without the ring. Ain't that an oxymoron?
Right.
Houseway. How you do that? How does that happen?
Right.
How that happen?
Some people are happy with that. But we'll get right into it and saying if you're happy with wifey duties without the official ring.
How long did we play that role?
And that is a big role. So some of you guys we know this might be, might be a touchy subject.
This might hit your soul a little bit, you know? Because I think we're all guilty of it in some way.
Yeah.
You know, we just naturally fall into it.
Because we are emotional creatures.
Yes.
We have that motherly instinct.
We're nurturing.
Exactly. And we may not speak up when we should. And we do all these things.
And yes, we want to show that we're capable of being the wife.
Yes. Yes.
Let
but
me
how
show
long
you.
do we wait?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be a wife, that's fine. But if you're in this relationship and it's going fine and going great, and you're okay with wifey without the ring, that's fine. But we're talking about those ladies that want to be a wife, doing all those things that a wife would do,
and all those things. Let's talk about what those things are. So we are talking about, maybe living with one another.
Okay.
Cooking dinner. Cleaning.
If you have kids.
Yes, you now have children together. You've created a family. Holidays, spending holidays together, maybe coming up with holiday traditions with each other. Families know each other.
Right.
Vacations. Girl, you may even pick up your partner on your insurance or vice versa.
Right, domestic partner because you're not married, right? So you're doing everything under the quote wife duties.
Yes,
right.
It is to get to a certain place, or there's a goal, which is to ultimately be the wife. Right. So you create this climate in which you are pretty much showing the coach that you can get put into the game. Coach, I'm your MVP. I'm capable, coach. Take me off the bench. I'm your one, right?
But you're never off the bench.
You're not.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Are you fine with that?
You've done all these things. Or, you know what? Are you okay never coming off the bench, or how long are you going to stay on the bench?
Right.
And I think that's where it gets a little bit where the dynamics come into place, because naturally, as women, we want to show that we're capable. We want to show that we are
supportive, loving.
And if that's the objective, some women are in a relationship and they're like, I'm just having fun right now.
Right.
But if you're trying to make this the one, you're showing that you are the individual who can provide that environment that they're going to make that decision. But how long do you play that, or how long do you show that before you become resentful, or you become, I'm folding your drawers.
Right.
For 5 years.
For 5 years.
For 5 years.
10 years.
And
I done took care of the family. I've done all the things.
I created a home. You're comfortable.
But are we giving out everything that he wants?
Yes.
And not putting that.
There ain't no incentive.
Exactly.
Ain't no incentive.
Exactly.
He ain't out here buying cows, but he getting that milk.
For free. Right.
Pasture.
Now,
go for it.
So let's flip it. He may say, okay, I take care of you. I'm doing all of these things financially. All this.
What is a
married?
paper and a ring going to change with what we have? Does the title of being my wife change what we have?
Right.
Do you want the ring? Do you want the marriage? But you want to exchange all that and let go of the bond and the things that we've created.
Right.
Is it worth that much to you?
Right. Because it does happen.
Yes.
You've been with this person for 5 years, 10 years. And so you're saying, okay, I'm okay. He's promising, oh, we're going to get married next year. We're going to get married next year. And you're waiting. Girl, you're waiting. Because that's what you want. But in his mind, he's thinking, why fix something or mess up something that's not broken?
Or everything is good. Like, why are we changing things? Right. I think that sometimes it is a real phobia for men to feel like if when I marry her, or when I make this official, when we go to the next step, things are going to change in our relationship. They really do. I think when you decide that you're going to have children, they kind of get fearful that the child's now going to take their attention. When we get married, things are going to change and we're not going to have fun anymore. Right. And so it's like, why change what we have existing when it's so good?
When it's so good.
Yes.
But if it's what she wants,
yes,
should he come together and say, okay, if this is what you want,
yes,
I'll give you what you want, because this is what your lifestyle is. This is what you have been thinking. Okay, I've been doing this for so long, but this is what I want.
Yes.
Or do we not speak up and we go on and on and on, and we're still thinking our girlfriends are getting married around us, our family members are getting married around us, but you're telling him, oh, I'm good. I'm still doing all the wifely duties without the ring.
Yes.
Do you really want the ring? But then you're not saying anything.
I think that, you talking about that makes me think of a young lady who I know, who we kind of talked about this. And you have two situations where you're not communicating and expectations are not understood, because maybe he's not proposing because he doesn't know that's what you want. Maybe he's not proposing because you have told him vaguely, that's not the end goal. I just want to be in a happy relationship. I know someone who she told me, I'm feeling him. We've been in a relationship. I really do see my future with him. I believe he could be my future husband. But what I did have the conversation with him about is that I love you. I enjoy what we have. It is fun. This is where I want to be. However, I want to get married. And if you have not made that decision after 4 years, I'm not saying that our relationship is over, but I am saying I may have to entertain other people.
Wow. But she was honest.
And she was honest. Exactly. Like,
so
how
now you have a choice.
Yeah.
To say, now he could be saying, oh, that's not fair. Things are fine. And why am I doing this? But
she set the expectation.
Exactly.
And she's not saying that she wants to be with someone else or that she's going to do it. She's saying, ultimately, I want to be with you. But if you sit and you're idle and you become comfortable and I'm telling you this is what I want, then I may have to explore my options.
Right. She may have to go to another team and he may not be the MVP player.
Right.
So now.
She had this conversation, right? Hypothetically speaking. She may come to a place where 4 years has come up and they are still in this web of love and she's happy and she's fulfilled, and maybe things have changed. I value more of the relationship. I don't even need the ring from you anymore. Right?
Okay.
Because it can evolve.
But it can. But now she's done what some of us do. We fall into that. It's almost like when you tell your kids and you do the whole counting. I did this with my son. You know, when he would do something bad, I would count 1, 2, 3. I'm at 10. And he's still doing what he's not supposed to be doing. So did she do that? Did she literally count?
Create false?
Yeah. And now it's 4 years. And it's like, so he's thinking, I'm good. I'm fine. So now she whatever you say, she don't mean it.
Yeah, it was just bluff.
Right.
I'm calling her bluff.
I'm calling her bluff. And now it's 4 years later. It's 8 years later. And now she's sitting with her girlfriends, having girl talk about, what should she do? No, you should have did it 4 years ago. You should have pulled the string when you said you were going to do it. And now you're sitting there wondering, my timeline's done.
So I guess the moral of that situation is be strong enough, and I think be intentional in knowing what you want and articulating that, setting the expectations, but you got to live up to it.
Exactly.
You got to live up to it.
Right.
Like you have to be
able. If you're fine with being the wife without the ring, then we're not saying that that's anything wrong with that. But if you're not fine with it, but then you're living this life that you are, it's not going to work.
And then you're becoming angry. And so then maybe another situation is you are creating, again, this comfortable environment, this warm home, this relationship of satisfaction, but you're doing it all in hopes that you gonna get that ring. And you're going to, I guess you're finally gonna cross the finish line, and you're gonna be the winner.
You're gonna be off the bench in the game.
And he is just not. Maybe he's just not moving fast enough. Like, can you? Okay, so the question is it like all or nothing? Like, do you not play wifey so that he is uncomfortable and does and wants to? Is motivated to do something yes. Because you may say, babe, I can't do that for you. I'm saving that for my husband. Babe, I can't do this. That's something that I'm saving for my husband. And I have heard that before, where women are like, there are certain things that I'm not doing in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship because what am I creating for my husband?
Right. You don't have anything special to give to your husband because you've done all the wifely duties to someone that has led you on, or keep going and keep going and keep going. You have to have the conversation. Like I said, these scenarios could work for different people. You may be fine, 10 years, 20 years, and there are some states and cities that you would consider
recognized as a common law of marriage.
But do you get the full benefits? Do you get, now they have different things that they have domestic partners that you can have benefits, but do you really get the benefits? If, forbid, one of you guys pass away and you don't have that legal document, you'll be surprised that you can't get some of the stuff that they have that you've built together for 10 years and 20 years. You're not entitled to that.
And there's some bitterness, I think, that can come from that, because it could have taken one step in your relationship. It could have taken one commitment in your relationship to then create that environment to where there are not these what ifs or these things that you miss out in that type of situation. Or it could have morphed into something and you didn't like the way that it actually happened. Like, one day I'm bickering because you haven't put a ring on my finger, and one day you come back and you like, take the ring, put the ring on your finger. And it's like, is that my proposal?
Right.
Is that it? Because my 10 years, that's what I got?
Right, because he's just doing it because we're bitching and complaining.
And it comes from, you've created this thing in your head about how you are going to make him see or let him know that you are wifey, but that wasn't what he had on the agenda from the beginning. No. Girl, so you better say that milk. You better say that milk.
Save the milk.
Girl.
Make him work for it.
No.
Yeah, because, it's, and if you're fine with it, that's fine. And if you change your mind down the road,
that's fine as well.
Too. But if you do not communicate that to each other, because, like I said, he's comfortable. He's fine. He's comfortable. He comes home to, cooked meals, and the house is clean. So why does he have to put a ring on it?
Don't get frustrated.
Then we also have where couples are changing their dynamics of marriage now. So if I'm not sure if you all follow, Jada and Will, they have changed the dynamics of they don't consider themselves married. That works for them, but it also took years for them to come to that.
I think the other piece is they entered into what they said was marriage and then redefined it. And that is, sometimes you have to check in, reevaluate, and figure out what works for you at that time. Exactly. And in every couple, you cannot, I think, in a relationship, compare yourself to others, because it is a case-by-case basis. What works for you may not work for me. Right. There's not a secret sauce. I don't think that there's a magic number. It's not a one solution fits all. And you got to communicate and also be on the same page. Are we traditional? Are we untraditional? Are we creating our own rules? Does it look the way that we created it?
Right, right. Because, you got to think, Will was creating this, what he thought was marriage supposed to be. I buy you the biggest, the best, and all of that. That's not what she wanted. Yes. But for years, she said she accepted it until one day it was like, I can't. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. I can't. This is not what I want. I never wanted to be, quote unquote, married. Yeah. I wanted the family. I wanted all of this, but that's not what she wanted. Right. And so then they had to do exactly what, reevaluate. And now the next half of their life together will be great. And so sometimes we have to do that.
Yeah, they're both clear. And I think they were compatible enough to be able to ebb and flow to create what it is that works for their relationship.
Yeah. So what works for you works for you. My thing is, you just got to communicate it.
You do. You have to know what it is.
You can't say it and think something else, because it will reflect.
And be intentional. Right. Be intentional.
Right. If you give deadlines, girl, you got to fulfill those deadlines.
And if you don't get deadlines, you got to be happy with no deadlines being met.
Simple as that. Right.
You're gonna get exactly that. Unclear expectations.
Exactly. So if you're happy with being wifey without the ring, go for it.
You like it, we love it. Go
for it. If it's not, you better speak up. If you like being, like almost double dutch, like I want to jump in, I want to be, it may not, it may work for you, but if not, you gotta speak the hell up. All right, girls, next time,
wifey without the ring. Yes.